Hey guys, Pro Little Baby here, and I got another game to cast for you guys. This is a not one of my replays. It's one of Pearl Monster's replays, and this wasn't played on the ladder. Taylor here, he's one of our friends, and he's technically an honorary member of Pearl. And we were just Pearl Monster. He's thinking about changing to Protoss. He doesn't know whether he wants to be Zerg or Protoss right now. So he played another one of our gold members, Taylor, that plays Protoss, just to see who would win. And so this is just like a just for fun's game. And basically, Pearl Monster's hardly ever played Protoss before. He used to play a little bit, I think, but I'm not really sure. So they have no idea where anybody is or anything. I'm not telling them. I'm spectating this game, but I'm not spectating the game right now, but I did spectate the game, so I saw this happen, and now I'm casting replay. So they're both playing as Protoss, and they're both Gold League. So Taylor will be over here in the bottom left position as the orange Protoss, and Pearl Monster will be in the bottom right position as the yellow Protoss. So they're both getting their gateways right now. Oh, actually, okay, Taylor obviously doesn't know that much, because normally you don't get your assimilator before your gateway. Normally you go 9 pylon, 12 or 13 gateway, and then 14 or 15 assimilator. See, he's not even going to transfer drones over here. Right now he does. But don't do this. That's bad. Get your gateway first, because you want to get your cyberkinetics as fast as you can, so you can get the warp gate technology up, so you can get a lot of gateway units, which are the main bulkier units in the beginning of a PvP. Pearl Monster went for the normal timing on a simulator. He was a little bit slow, but it's okay. So he's starting out a Cybercore. If you look at production tab, his Cybercore is way ahead. Look, he's got 10 seconds already on Taylor here. So 20 seconds. He's 22 seconds ahead on his Cybercore. So that's really, really big. He'll be 22 seconds ahead on the warp gate technology, depending on the chrono boosts. He's not saving up chrono boosts, and Taylor has a little bit more chrono boost energy there, so he might be able to catch up, but we'll see. He just finally scouted here. He's scouting there. Okay, he's not clicking it yet, so he's losing a little bit of his time because he's not clicking the G to get the warp gate technology. There he goes. Okay, so he's chrono boosting it. Let's see how far ahead he is. Okay, so he's only like 16 seconds ahead now. So Taylor caught up a little bit, but still, if Pearl Monster is going to have 4-gate, he'll have a huge advantage, because say he builds like a proxy pylon right here, and warps in his 4 stalkers or whatever, adding on to his like 3 stalkers and zealot he already has building out of his gateways. Pearl Monster, or Taylor, won't even have his first warp in yet when he busts up this ramp, so he'll be able to kill all the gateway units unless he gets a sentry and lands that force field. And then he'll be able to kill the units he warps in afterwards, so it'll be a huge advantage to him. Look at the times now. Actually, Taylor is almost about to pass. Yeah, no, he hasn't passed him yet. They're about exactly the same now, because it looks like he's using more chrono boost on this. So he did catch up, so it'll be like about even warp gate times, but that means that Pearl Monster's been using more more chrono boost on his Nexus, which means he'll have a better economy, which means he'll be able to build more gateway units out of his gateways. So in the end, he still comes out on top of this, just because of that assimilator timing, which caused him to get a faster cyberkinetic score. So you can kind of see how one mistake leads to more mistakes, which slows you down a lot, which in the end of the game can really add up. So like, you really want to get that build down. So Taylor is going to 4-gate here. He's setting up the proxy pylon. He's already got all 4 of his gateways. Yeah, so they got about the same. They finished the warp gate about the same time. Pearl Monster is, what's he doing? Oh, it looks like he's about to move out, actually. That is not going to be good. He's about to run in a bunch of stalkers. So he sees the pylon, he wants to turn around. Oh no! He's running away. Okay, so he totally is not prepared for this. He hasn't warped in any units. I don't know if he was supply blocked or something. No, it doesn't look like he was supply blocked. He's chrono boosting one of his Warp gate. He needs to build units. Build units. He's not building units. Okay, he needs to land the force field. Oh no. He didn't even get the force field. Okay. So give him a break because he hasn't played Protoss very much. This doesn't look good. He could hold it off. He needs to warp in another sentry fast though. It's too late. Okay. So it looks like Tanner's gonna win this game. No problem. Just because Pearl Monster didn't he didn't do anything. So Pearl Monster's probably gonna try to fight with his probes. Nope, he's running. He has 400 minerals, so he can go build a Nexus somewhere else, but it probably will be a failed attempt because that'd be really hard to do. Actually, oh god. Okay, I'm gonna back this up a little bit. I think he just killed all of Tanner's probes. Yeah, this isn't good. Okay, so the reason that Tanner was able to bust up this ramp so easily was because he was warping all his units over here by his proxy pylon. So while that whole fight was going on, this was happening in Tanner's main. He's trying to kill his gateway, then he realizes that that's pointless. He's gonna go for the probes, which is really smart. Don't try to kill the maybe try to kill the pylons, but in this situation he just wants to go for the probes. So he's killing all the probes while this whole battle happens over here. So that his base will start dying, but he'll run away his probes while all Tanner's probes get killed by Pearl Monster Stalkers and Zealot. So this is really good for Pearl Monster. It's not really good that his main's getting killed, but it's a more even trade. I still would give Tanner the advantage in this game by a little bit, because if you look at the units tab, he does have more units to kill the base with, especially because he warped in these 3 Zealots. Micro that Zealot, micro that Zealot. Okay, Pearl Monster's got a little bit of micro going on. See, he microed and didn't lose any Zealots. So now all these probes are going to come in and try to knock down his base. So it looks like we got a base race here. I'll talk a little bit about this after the game's over, because this does happen a lot actually on like the gold level games and bronze level games and that kind of stuff. Less when you get up to the master games, but you should know what to do when it happens. So Pearl Monster's losing buildings here, but he does have that the pylon over here. So Tanner's going to need to be able to defend this pylon, and Pearl Monster's going to need to defend this pylon, because it looks like it's going to come down to that, since they're both killing each other's mains. Pearl Monster's down to just a Nexus, a gateway, or Nexus, 2 assimilators, and a pylon, but Tanner is being revealed. He's down to a gateway and a assimilator, so he's a probe here. Doesn't have any money to build anything, but so looks like his base is gonna die. Oh no, Tanner, save your pylon. Oh, he realizes it. Oh, it's too late though. Okay, I think that. Okay, so the game did just end. Yeah. Okay. Well, Pearl Monster was being smart. He built up that simulator up here, but I think Tanner could have won that game if that was a lot of Zealots. If he had really good micro, he could have won the game, because he could have so say you put 2 masters in this position. The first thing, Tanner wouldn't have wasted his time killing his whole main when his main was dying. He probably would have gone back and just killed the army and then come back and killed it, because he'd already killed all the probes and he had the better army. Because all he needs to do is micro against these probes. If he had just killed these 2 stalkers, he's got 6 stalkers, and there's a bunch of Zealots and a bunch of probes, and guess what Zealots and probes are? Slower than stalkers. So stalkers can run away, shoot, run away, shoot, run away, shoot, run away, shoot forever until they're all dead. So he would just like dance around the probes and the Zealots, and as long as he killed these 2 stalkers, he has got the game won, as long as he can defend his buildings. So he also has these things here that could just tank the probes for a while, and he's also got force fields, which are really good to try to trap those stalkers. So in a master level game, Tanner probably would have won this game, but he didn't do that because common mistakes that lower level players make. So some of those things, first thing, you want to make sure that you aren't going to lose all your buildings. If you're going to lose all your buildings, you have to defend your last building. Like, he only had a probe here, or he only had a pylon here, and he didn't have any probes left, and he didn't have any money left to build another building. So first priority is save that building, because if he brings his whole army down here, you can just kill the army with your army. Then you can go kill all his buildings. But he didn't do that, and that's why he lost. Now more things about like games like this. When you lose all your mining and your opponent loses all your mining, and it's just kind of like army versus army, Terrans always have an advantage because they have as long as they have an orbital command, because they can just float the orbital command away into one of the corners of the map. Like they can float it over here where no unit can shoot it. So say there was a Terran playing a Protoss, and the Terran floated a command center over here, and say the Protoss spawned up here and he's got a couple buildings left, but he doesn't have a Nexus and he doesn't have any probes. Then the Protoss, his units against the Terran's units will have an advantage because they can hit and run and then just regain with the shields. But the Terran will have an advantage because he still has his main, and he can go over here. Even if he doesn't have any SCVs and doesn't have any money, he can just call down mules and do that. So if you're playing against a Terran in a game situation like this, I would say your first priority is kill the orbital expansion, because they will keep trying to come back with that. And if you're a Terran and you get in a situation like this, never give up until your orbital command's dead, because you can keep trying to come back in different spots. Then, let's see, Zergs, you don't really have that many advantages. I mean, your units do regain and stuff, but your creep, if you're out of hatcheries and you're out of drones, your hatchery, there's going to be no more creep for your buildings, and they're just going to slowly die. So if you're against a Zerg and they don't have lair tech, so they can't spread creep with their overlord, then just kind of wait out the fight and protect your buildings, because as long as they don't have any simulators left, their units will slowly just bleed and die off the creep. But if they have the simulators won't die. So if you can just kill all the Zergs with simulators, you should be good as long as you can defend your buildings. Then Protoss, you want to be proactive with your units, because they can take damage and then regain the damage no problem, because they got shields. So like, especially Stalkers, because Stalkers can hit and run against anything, except for Speedlings really. So yeah, if you find yourself in a situation of one of those situations, try to think about what I said there. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. It's a big help. Yeah, I'll post more games soon.